The accident. A car speeds on a rainy highway. The windshield wipers struggle to keep up with the downpour. The driver, a man in his 30s, looks tired but determined to get home. It was just another day. I was driving home after a long shift at work, the rain pouring down, my mind wandering to the usual thoughts, bills, responsibilities, and the endless questions about life that never seem to have answers. A truck suddenly loses control, skidding across the wet road. The car swerves, but it's too late. A loud crash. The screen goes black. And then everything went dark. The afterlife. The man opens his eyes to find himself in a vast, glowing space. The light is warm and comforting, unlike anything he's ever experienced. When I opened my eyes, I wasn't in my car anymore. I wasn't even on Earth. I was somewhere else. A place beyond time, beyond space, beyond anything I could have imagined. He looks around, confused but not afraid. The light seems to pulse with life, and he feels an overwhelming sense of peace. I should have been scared, but I wasn't. I felt safe, like I was exactly where I was supposed to be, meeting God. A radiant, faceless figure appears before him. The figure doesn't speak, but the man can feel its presence. A presence so vast, so loving, it's almost too much to bear. And then I felt him. God. Not in a physical form, but as a presence so powerful, so full of love, that it took my breath away. The man falls to his knees, tears streaming down his face. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. All I could do was cry. And then, the question I'd been carrying my whole life just came out, his voice trembling. Was Jesus really your son? The shocking answer. The light around God intensifies, and the man feels an answer, not in words, but as a deep, resonant understanding that fills his entire being. Jesus was not just my son. He was a part of me and a part of you. He came to show the world that love and forgiveness are the path to me. I was speechless. It wasn't just about Jesus. It was about all of us. We're all connected, all part of something greater than ourselves. The vision of humanity. The man is suddenly surrounded by images of people from all walks of life, laughing, crying, struggling, celebrating. He sees their pain, their joy, their search for meaning. You are all my children. Jesus came to remind you of that, to show you the way back to me. But many have forgotten. Many are lost. I saw the world through God's eyes, not as a place of chaos and despair, but as a place of endless potential, of love waiting to be realized. The choice. The man stands at a crossroads, a glowing path leading back to earth and another into eternal light. You can stay here in peace or return and share this truth. The choice is yours. I wanted to stay. More than anything, I wanted to stay. But I knew I couldn't. I had to go back. I had to tell the world what I'd learned. Returning to life. The man wakes up in a hospital bed, surrounded by doctors and loved ones. His eyes flutter open, and he gasps for air. When I opened my eyes, I was back in my body, back in the world. But I wasn't the same. I couldn't be. He looks at his hands, then at the people around him, seeing them in a new light. I had seen the truth. I had felt the love, and now it was my job to share it. A new mission. The man sits at a desk, writing in a journal. The pages are filled with his thoughts, his experiences, his revelations. I started writing. I started talking. I told anyone who would listen about what I'd seen, what I'd felt. Some people believed me. Others didn't. But that didn't matter. What mattered was that I was doing what I was meant to do. He stands in front of a crowd, speaking passionately. The camera pans to show people listening intently, some with tears in their eyes. I realized that my experience wasn't just for me. It was for everyone. It was a reminder that we're all connected, all part of something greater. The message. The man walks along a beach at sunset, the waves gently lapping at the shore. He looks at the horizon, a sense of peace on his face. I died, and I asked God the question that had haunted me my whole life. His answer didn't just shock me, it changed me. It showed me that love is the answer, that we're all part of something bigger, and that we're never alone. What is your purpose? Seek the truth within. Reflection. The man sits by a window, looking out at the world. The camera zooms in on his face, then fades to black. I don't have all the answers, but I know this. We're here for a reason. We're here to love, to connect, to grow. And when our time comes, we'll return to the source of it all. Until then, let's make every moment count.